Saint Thomas More. Saint Thomas More. Saint Thomas More.
Pray for us.
So today is the second day of our 3-day Advent retreat. As a recap, if you are still here, as we started yesterday, we are discussing the general theme, the Word became flesh and full of grace and truth dwelt among us. The Word became flesh and full of grace and truth dwelt among us. Yesterday, we discussed the first part of this theme, and we called it Why the Word became flesh. Why the Word became flesh. And yesterday we tried to look at 5 non-negotiable reasons. Non-negotiable in the sense that they have to come. Why the Word became flesh. 5. Do you remember the 5?
Yes.
The first reason why the Word has become flesh was that what? You have a history. And we did explain that using some spiritual basis about for our own life. Now, the second one we give, the second non-negotiable reason why the Word became flesh is what? You have a past. Yes. Because of where you are coming from, your history was good, your history was perfect, your history was very good. But your past came to change that history. And then we said that there is a third reason why the Word became flesh. Why? You have what? You have a future. That is not the end. The downfall of a man is not the end of his life. Some trees might be crooked, but they don't die. So sometimes you see a tree that is crooked, you know it is dead. No. Leave that tree, give it water, put something to straighten it, and the tree will come back to life. Amen. So you have the future. There was a fourth reason we gave for why the Word became flesh. What is that? You have a challenge. Yes. Because of the challenge you are having as Christians, as men, as women, as husbands, as wives, as children, as parents, and these challenges sometimes try to take away our promise, our future, what God has for us. So the challenges we are going through now, these are the challenges we need to look at. And because of these challenges that you are going through, what you are in now, your situation now, the Word has become flesh. Then the fifth and final reason, non-negotiable reason why the Word became flesh is what? You have a promise that despite your history, despite your past, despite your future, despite your challenges, there's a promise I will give you. And you have tried to say that, look, that promise no human being can change. Because who has the final say? God. What God has said will come to pass. No man, no woman can change that. Today, we are continuing our discussion. And then, the second part of what we started yesterday. Today, we want to look at how the Word became. Now, Jesus, yes, the Word became flesh. And I'm saying, is he saying, topic, and as a topic we never said, we want to think about this topic. Again today, I'm going to give you 5 conditions, I call them 5 conditions that must be present in your life. Hello? St. Thomas More. Arise, can be faithful. God is good. And all the time. You want to look at 5 conditions that must be present for the Word to become flesh in your life. How did it become flesh? In the life of the Israelites, they have to obey some 5 conditions. They have to put on 5 conditions. Amen. If we make it our charge, our motive, our aim, our subject to follow these 5 conditions, then even Christmas, which you just see, and even all your life, you are sure that the word becoming flesh will dwell in your heart. Amen. So we shall start with the first condition. How did the word become flesh? And how will the word become flesh in your life? How? The first one I want to look is that when you go to the book of Genesis, Genesis. When the Bible so I can write them down and do a reference later. In chapter 3, we are told that when Adam and Eve had taken of the fruit, had disobeyed God, Adam and Eve, when they disobeyed God, what happened? God said to sack them from the Garden of Eden. That means and some of them come on promise be. Or see, you the woman, a time will come that your seed will crush the head of what? The serpent. You know, the story is so interesting. Say, this young woman by herself, Adam said, wait, why they say, oh, I'm naked. What's it? Then why I was wearing naked? No, I say, Obana, the man, answer. Oh no. One answer question. I say, then where they was wearing naked? I say, Obana. What really? And the teacher is saying that, how do you know? They say, oh, the woman. How can I answer the question? No, the how. The woman couldn't answer the how. If the teacher asks you, how did you get here from your workplace? You say, oh, my father. Yeah, say how. It means. How did he come to know that he was naked? Then he said the woman. Until he answered wrong. But the second thing that he was shifting the blame to somebody. I say, oh, Obama. When he went to the woman, and he put the same question to the woman, you know what she said? He said that the snake tempted me, and what? And I ate it. So Obama didn't answer that question. How? Hello? Say Thomas More. It was the woman who understood God's question. She was the only person who said how did you say yes? The how is that this snake, he came to tempt me, and it was I ate it. And when this man confessed, then God got this promise. Say, okay, why am I here? Then one asked, what open up? And I said, what did you pray? My mom promised me. Thank God there was a woman in the Garden of Eden. Hello? Hello? If I say my woman, tell the woman you are blessed. As if I say my woman, tell the woman you are blessed. Alright, very faithful. Say Thomas More. Thank God there was a woman in the garden. Otherwise, this promise from eluded us. Otherwise, this promise you have gotten it. Obama knew that promise we because the man didn't answer the question. So the man had thrown the promise away. But when the woman was faithful, she confessed, then God gave us a promise. Said, that it may look wicked because of your sin. You have turned your life is wicked, but it is not broken. So what you have done has made your life seem what crooked. But today, God is telling that look, even if your life is crooked, know that it is not broken. Amen. Amen. Once your life is not broken, God will bring you back to track. Amen. Amen. So this was the beginning of the how. By hope. When God made this promise, the woman, the man, and the generation that came after were hoping that it had been as what shall I make a share? There is no hope. I don't say, and that's no, and that's who said that David, so the first means, the first condition for the word to become flesh in your life is that hope. Amen. Amen. Hope. Amen. Amen. Tell somebody hope. You tell the person again hope. So it was by hope that the word became flesh. That is one of the conditions. We said there are how many conditions? 5. The first one is that by hope. By hoping, the word became flesh. So the woman, the man, the people were hoping. Said, he said, don't give up. Why? Why? Look, don't let your hope be taken away. One thing you have, which can never be taken away, is your hope. No matter your condition, if you have hope that one day my situation will change, it's never be like this always, then be sure that it will happen. Amen. Amen. One day I went to a church and I went to do a program. I finished and I was going away, and then they wanted to give me some gifts. I stayed there for a long time, pastorals. And then when I was leaving, people came to give me parcels. You know, when a seminarian comes to stay around, he's going, they give me some parcels. I was there in a seminarian. Until me actually the brain. Then one young lady, she didn't have any gift for me. Until me from her talk, she wrote a note. And when I wrote, so I didn't know whether I kept it. But when I had gone to, I got home and opened the notes. What she said, about maybe how many years now, I still reflect about that. She said that, look, Father, I was a seminarian, I was one friend, Father. Said, Father, the official, but I was at the fire, but they also say, Father. I said, Father, there are rivers and there is the sea. I see, so we have rivers in our what? The sea. The rivers are how many? There are so many more. Now, it's so the rivers are those. Never, they were then. That is correct. Now, she continued and said that rivers may dry up. What's the rivers? It's not to be answer. But the sea never dries up. Oh my God, I read that. Hello? Have you seen the sea drying up before? So she said that, Father, there are rivers and there is the sea. Rivers may dry up, but the sea will never dry up. This means that even when all hope is lost, look at there's hope somewhere. Amen. Amen. I said that when all hope in your life is lost, look at there's hope somewhere. Amen. Amen. If all the rivers in your life are drying up or have been dried up, don't think that is the end. There's a sea somewhere waiting for you. Amen. Amen. Wait for your sea. Don't look at the rivers that are drying your life. Your life is over. God will make a way for you when there seems to be no way. He will provide that sea that will be there for you. No matter the rivers that are drying your life, know that that sea is there waiting for you. And God will make sure that sea, Amen. So the first condition to let the word become flesh in your life is that by hoping, you must be a woman of hope when you are. So amen. Amen. We have the second condition. The second condition is one that is so interesting. I'll say it straight away. It's by waiting. Amen. Tell somebody, wait upon the Lord.
Wait upon the Lord.
Tell them again, wait upon the Lord.
Wait upon the Lord.
The second condition for the word, how the word became flesh was that the people of Israel were waiting for the word to become flesh in your life. You must be a man, woman who can wait upon the Lord. There is a beautiful verse in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 61. I see. But they that wait upon the Lord shall. Hello. But they that wait upon the Lord shall. Renew their what? That is not on them the verse. Then he says they shall do what? Mount up with what? Wait like who? Is that the end of the verse? What will happen again? They shall what? They shall run and what? Not faint. And what again? They shall do walk and what? They walk and not faint. Anyway, I want to quote tell the verse. It says that, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run, never be weary. They shall walk and not faint. When I saw that verse, I asked myself, why did Isaiah use an eagle? Have you thought of that? Think now, eagle. Eagle means you can use eagle. Eagle. Akoma eagle. Okay. How do you eagle? Medical media eagle. Medical. Hello. Look up your speech school. Look up your speech school. Ebe media eagle. Before Ghana coat of arms, the coat of arms of Ghana, you have eagles there. Okay. I was wondering why the man of God said that if we wait upon the Lord, we shall mount up with wings like eagles, and not like what? I didn't say that. But you know, you get it. And why did he use any bird but eagle? My dear brother, my sister, my dear friend, today I want to let you know why the man of God used an eagle. This is the life of the eagle. The life of the eagle is that the eagle is the strongest bird. How do you know that? Yeah. But that's not why they use it. Eagle, no, and man, where they live. And then the one thing about the eagle is that it has the longest lifespan among its species. Hello? All the fish can call birds. The eagle is the only one that can live longest. Eagle, no? Bit or bit madness. Oh, if you are a dog, baby, it can live for many years. Anyway, if you want to care, then you can live up to 70 years. Hello? Hello? And you can live up to 70 years. Yet, if I will do up 71. But an eagle can live up to 70 years. But for an eagle to reach the age of 70, when it gets to the early 40s, the eagle has to decide between two things. Eagle, wait me early up to 70 years. Then, when you're 40 years, I saw only decision be. As I said, Obewu, and I said, Obese on consultants and tears. If you want to continue to live or you want to die, you have to decide. One is what his talents, the none of the children one. It becomes all around him. They become weak and they start to break. It's big and he's big. Many times I have before. I'm not really good. Okay, now thank God says so the big also will come blunt or rather and then start bending. Then the feathers. Thank you. The feathers will become old and heavy, so it cannot even fly well. So the only thing that if the eagle leaves the things like that, or leave how things happen like that, it will very die. Around 40 or more than you. Now, if on person if that's want to die, they have to take another painful decision. They have to fly to a very high mountain. Hello? Hi. Say Thomas Moore. Yes. Are you with me? Yes. Should I continue? Yes. If he doesn't want to die, he has to go to a very high mountain and to be alone. To be alone, away from people, away from its species. And what will happen is that there, he has to wait for 150 days. How many days? 150 days. If 30 days are in a month, how many months? 5 months. He has to wait for 5 months. Did that wait upon the Lord? I getting it. He has to wait for how many months? 5 months. And during these 5 months, 150 days, it has to go through painful struggles. Number one, the beak. It has to use the beak to hit a rock to break it down. Hello? No. I mean, it says, you say, no. But it has to hit the rock. Money here, I hope you understand that. Okay. Now, the talents, the ones, let's call the feet or whatever, it has also used the same thing on the rock for it to come off. But after the one on the beak has gone off, you have to wait for some weeks, even months for a new one to come before it works on the talents. Again, when those ones also come, you have to wait patiently for those ones to grow. Then it comes to the feathers, then it has to grow them one by one. Then also wait for it to also grow. Then we are told that when the 150 days are over, 5 months more, a swan, it becomes like a new bird. And then when it flies, it takes the flight of life. And from that day, it can live for 30 more years. Amen. Can you for how many more years? 30 more years. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their. So the eagle goes to renew its strength and comes back to live how many more years? 30 years. You understand that verse now? So when the man of God said that they that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength and mount up with wings like eagles, this is the picture. That means that if you want to wait upon the Lord, my dear, sometimes you feel lonely. Amen? Hello? I told you, the eagle has to move away from human beings, to be somewhere, to be alone. It's very important. And then, if you want to wait upon the Lord, there is sacrifice. Waiting, I said by what? The second one is by waiting. Sacrifice. I told you that the beak has to hit the beak against a rock for a minute, make sure that it comes off whatever pain, the talents, the feathers. So there's a lot of sacrifice in there. But the beauty is that after you have gone through all this sacrifice, then of course you mount up with wings like eagles. And then what? You can now run, you can walk, and you will be tired. And God will push you again. Double. Amen. God will double for you. Amen. So waiting is part of how the word becomes flesh in your life. Wait, can you wait upon the Lord? You don't have patience. When you are driving and you are in traffic, how do you feel? When you go to a bank and there's a long queue, how do you feel? When you are going to buy your electricity credits and there's a queue, how do you feel? You don't want things to be done fast. Yes, sir. But in the spiritual life too, they said, you have to wait upon the Lord. Tell somebody, wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. So the second condition for you to have the word becoming flesh in your life is that you must wait upon the Lord. And it is by waiting that the word becomes flesh in your life. Amen. Tell somebody, wait. Tell me again, wait. How many more do you have? 3. Should I continue? Yes. Okay. So the first condition is that if you want the word to become flesh in your life, you have to what? You have to hope. It is by hoping that you get the word to become flesh. The second one is that you have to do what? Wait. By waiting, the word becomes flesh in our lives. There's a third one. That is also difficult, but it's possible. When the Israelites, Israel for Omoko promised land, they go to the desert. In the desert, they actually came to close to the promised land. But when Moses sent them to go and scout the land, they are told that Omoko was not a man and 12. Some person said, assassin, Omoko Sana. Now, then, after the prophet, then came back and said that, oh, you're but don't try. The people are very strong, they are taller than us, they are heavier, the way they want to control. Then, after the 10, the 2 now left, Joshua and Caleb. Almost see, almost all the same thing. Only have who of the same thing. Now, when I say, hey, Mama, I'm try to go out, and they came and said, see how this all. Oh, the people are blah blah blah, they are tall, they are this. But if God will put them into our hands, amen. So they were talking by faith and not by what? By sight. Sometimes if you look at life with your eyes, your naked eyes, by sight, we deceive, amen. You can never open the door for using your naked eye to look at it. Look at it with faith, by faith, and let God make a way for you. It's only God. So when they came back and they reported, 10 people are saying about, oh, it's me, and I mean, said, it's me, until you go to come 100. So the majority report was carried out. The minority report of 2, they didn't carry. So the people started complaining. They said, oh, Moses, is that what you're going to do with us? So they are afraid. And because of that, they were complaining. And when they were complaining, because of that, they were just steps, miles to the promised land. Because of that, God had to make them go round, and spend 40 years. Oh God. My doctor said, promised land, no, I can only be days from weeks, little round. Never, uncle, as some report, uncle, confronted by now, can say, yes, me. I'm not complaining, and with you. They were just going. But God made them turn back, go around the whole place, and took them 40 years to come back to the same place. Have you followed the story? Yes. Have you followed the story? Yes. If you want to hope, you want to wait, the word become flesh in your life. I tell you, stay focused, amen. Stay focused. Tell somebody, stay focused. Stay focused. You see, if the Israelites, because they didn't stay focused on their journey, they have to spend 40 years. Something they would have done in weeks, in months. They spent years to achieve it. So, what is stay focused? Please don't put your stay focused on your growth, on your journey. What you should have gotten this year, what you have gotten next year, it will take you years to come out of that. If you are focused, then God will make sure that what is yours will come your way. Amen. Amen. Say Thomas More. Say Thomas More. If you watch those who run race in the marathon or 100-meter race, so the track. When you say when you first answer we do lame one, you will disqualify. But what is that? And see, and yes, it's only the running they are looking for. But someone who's running in his track. Hello? If you are waiting upon the Lord, and you want to stay focused, then keep to your track. Amen? Tell somebody, keep to your track. Keep to your track. If you don't stay focused in your track, and you want to run in somebody's track, you may finish, but in the end you lose. If you look at other people, how they achieved, those of us who are way in only selling, and now they say in Armenia, but you know, one day you regret, because that person has his track. So that is the man who you lane. Follow your track. God has made your track unique. Yeah, when you get on the track, you are all running the race of life, the spiritual life. And you have our tracks. So don't look at somebody and say that, oh, this person running too fast, I want to go and join his lane. Maybe when you get the curve, you know those around this shorter. Go and join somebody's lane, you're going to go the wrong way. Keep your track, stay focused, and then God himself make sure that it's where the rest of your heart. Amen. Amen. Point number 4. So we have said already that if you want how the word become flesh more by hoping, how the word become flesh by waiting, how the word become flesh by staying focused. Now the fourth one. The fourth one already, we hear that the story was very widely seen at the mass. That one day there was a woman called Mary, and then she was a woman who was a virgin, and she knew that the Messiah would come. Mary, when you say Messiah, and she was just there. She had prepared herself. She tried to be a good girl, a holy girl, It's what you good girl. Then we're not any on this said, one man can to see somebody or Jesus man. She never thought of that. What she was doing that she was trying to what? To follow what she was supposed to follow. A Jew, a pious Jewish girl. And then when she was doing a normal thing, mass no about more prayers, prayers no copy. More rosary, also more divine message, more copy. That was what she was doing. And as she was doing these normal things, God saw something more in her. Say, no, Mary, I want to raise you. I want to change your destiny. You are a normal woman, but I'm going to raise you among women and make you blessed. Amen? Amen. So God chose her not because of anything, by grace. Now, grace comes to those who have put in some effort. Hello? Alright, are you faithful? So you see, grace doesn't come to you by chance. Grace comes to you when you are putting effort. Then God helps you. Look at the teachers. So dictation, obviously, can't spell boy, not the dean and how can you know the person? The person says B-O and the person is only what? Y-1. The teacher can write the market for him. Then you are with D-W, whatever. The teacher can write help you. So God help those words help themselves. So she was doing the normal things, and out of that, God said to elevate her, to raise her higher. The fourth one is that you must be a woman, a man of expectation. Amen. You must be a woman of expectation. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Just say, expect from the Lord. Expect from the Lord. So Mary was expecting. She was lesbian and she once I do God will help me out. So she had expectation. The Israelites had expectation for the Messiah. So no wonder when John the Baptist came and was preaching, they knew that they said when the Messiah will come, a man will come like John the Baptist. And the over and almost said, "Baby, when I hear Messiah now, remember they went asking because they were expecting the Messiah. So they thought that John the Baptist was the Messiah. If you have no expectation, my dear, that's your living. You can't go far. But one thing about expectation is that if you are expecting, they have to prepare. It comes with preparation. That's why Mary prepared. She prepared very well, and God used her as a point of expectation. God will bring you the unexpected. Amen. God will bring on your way something I've never dreamt of. Just be focused. Just keep to what you know as correct. Keep the laws and commandments of God, and He Himself will exalt you. Amen. Amen. So the fourth condition for the word to become flesh is that be a woman, a man of expectation. Our time is running out now, so let's take the last condition. But before then, we say we have five conditions to expect the word to dwell in your heart. Number one is that what? You must be a woman, a man of hope. By hoping. Number two is what? By waiting. Yes. Number three is what? By what? By staying focused. And number four is what? By what? By expectation. Now, the last one. The last one comes from God. The last means for the word to become flesh in your life, it comes from God. They call it fulfillment of God. Amen. Fulfillment of God. Tell somebody. Fulfillment of God. I will explain this last one with a personal experience. You can do whatever is correct. Nemo said, you need God to make your normal thing become something new. One day I was in a truck for commercial vehicle. Many years before my father. And then the truck from now they did they said that so in English they would have written there behind it, of course, at the appointed time. When you say cars, you don't come down from where you go away. But you tell me also can do what? No problem. Say Thomas More. Say Thomas More. So me, I was curious, I read it. So I thought at the appointed time, behind it. Of course, I thought that was all. But they had put a little indication that something will appear. or on the other side. So I was wondering. Thank God we overtook all that total vehicle. They parked. Now suppose Kakao went to Namaso, no way to Namaso, no be for and when I came back to see what continued, what was there was so beautiful. Your star will appear. Amen. Amen. Your star will appear. Tell somebody, at the appointed time, your star will appear. At the appointed time, your star will appear. This fifth condition, as I said, fulfillment of God. When Jesus' appointed time came, we are told that wise men from the east, what they say, they have seen what? The star. When the time comes, God will let your star appear in the skies. Amen. Amen. And that is the indication. That is the time of fulfillment. The Israelites have to wait from Adam until Adam so Adam and Eve. Now you want to share they waited for 4,000 years before the star could appear. Now, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It only takes that appointed time of God. That appointed time when it comes, no matter the condition, your star will appear. Amen. Amen. Sometimes they call it favor. Or and it's not strong. Nemo, Marco. Oh, yeah, I see. I thought that, bra, it's man and the amount. Say, now, everyone say, your appointed time has come. Amen. Amen. Your appointed time has come. Amen. It happens every day. And this year, it happened in your life. Amen. This week, it happened in your life. Amen. Today, it happened in your life. Amen. We thank God for how far He is bringing us and how far He has already brought us. We want to pray and ask God to help us to give these conditions, to make sure they come realities in our lives. That when we have done all we should do, number one, I'll say what the first condition by what? By hoping. The second condition is what? By what? Waiting. By waiting upon the Lord, of course. The third one is by what? Stay focused, walk in your lane, walk in your track. The fourth one is what? By what? By expecting. Then of course, leave the rest to God. And then you make sure that your appointed time, your star will what? Will appear. God will fulfill it for you. When you don't expect it. The Israelites have forgotten the promise. 4,000 years, you don't really. I'm just not going to. But even when you have forgotten about your promise, God will never forget. You know what I said? See, the only thing said, I'm not sure what. Or no, you really watch them that. When you have forgotten about your own promise with you, God, He can't forget. If you make a promise to somebody that they buy him or hear something and you are there because you don't have the means, that's the people who are so better than asking. Yes, sir. Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's my father will be? What's your book? Name who need scan of the top. You don't pass a new and you're there. But for God, when you are forgotten about your promise for your life, He himself reminds you and bring it away. We thank God that God doesn't forget. Thank God for that. God will never forget you. He says to you, He has put your name in the palms of His hands. Some of you saw it, say, would He have said, what should say, man? Some say, would He be someone say, He has kissed, let me the way, He has kissed your name in His hands. I realize that no matter how often you wash or bath, the things you found will never go away. Hello? You say, oh, just wear your pants. How many years have you been bathing? Has it changed? Have you gone away? When the Bible says that I have engraved your names in the palms of my hand, you know, the word that is used is a word for the things in your palms. Which means that no matter what, your name will always be in the palms of God. Amen. You are 24/7 protected with the blood of Jesus. And since nothing can take what is in my palms, nothing can erase it. Nothing also can pour me from the hands of God. Do you believe it? Yes. Receive it. Do you believe it? Yes. I say receive it. Yes. Do you believe it? Yes. I say receive it. Yes. God bless you.